Whether I'm doing mounted games at Old Pear Tree Farm in Ocala or riding Brewster, the big Belgian, at Misty Morning Hounds in a hunter pace or out on one of the drag hunts, I'm really enjoying myself, sometimes feeling a little bit like I might be in merry old England. Stay tuned to the rest of the Horse Talk Show to learn about all of that, Mustangs, and more. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Horse Talk Show, presented by Peterson and Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Now here's the Brit on the bit, Louisa Barton. Enjoy the show.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios, presented by Piranha Animal Health in the horse capital of the world. On the Horse Talk Show, presented by Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Thank you to Larson Farms. They're our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
And we have a great show lineup for you. We have some wonderful guests with us in the studio. But we will kick things off with Dr. Adam Kayot, who's going to talk about free fecal water syndrome.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, doesn't it? We also have the one and only Brian Weidmiller from Wide Automotive Repair with us here in the studio. That's my mechanic.
No, it's my mechanic.
We're also going to talk to Abby Slavin about the Sunshine State Mustang Show and Mustang stuff, which is always good. And Jenna Rivera is going to join us a little later for that as well. And we also have an interview with Matt McCormick, the new CEO of the Ocala Metro Chamber and Economic Partnership, to talk about how excited he is about the equine industry now that he's here in the horse capital. But we are going to take it now to Dr. Adam Kayot, and we're going to hear from him about horses that have this problem. Here he is. Louisa Barton with the Horse Talk Show and for the Chamber's Equine Initiative, here with Dr. Adam Kayot of Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. And we are going to talk about free fecal water syndrome.
Yeah.
Do tell.
So free fecal water syndrome.
It's hard to say.
Yes, it's a tongue twister for sure. But it's characterized by watery discharge either before or after a normal bowel movement by the horse. So it's not diarrhea. It's basically water.
It's water.
It's water, but it makes a mess. So they got water coming out and it goes down their hind limbs and they gets in their tail and it's nasty and it's not very pleasant. It tends to be exaggerated by stress, by poor quality forage, like roughage, like
May I go ahead and point out Larson hay while we're on the topic of excellent forage?
Yeah, exactly. Tends to be in older horses. You don't typically see it in younger horses.
So it's nothing to do with like a malfunctioning digestive system then?
Well, it kind of is, because the large colon should absorb that water. And for whatever reason, it's not. And so we don't know why it's not. It should be absorbing that water instead of passing it through. It obviously is absorbing enough because the stool isn't diarrhea. The stool is pretty much normally formed. But it's not getting that excess water out of the digestive tract. So we don't know why that happens. And like I said, it can be exacerbated by stress, or poor quality feed, an imbalance of microbes. The microbe imbalance can contribute to it as well. So it can be very frustrating to treat, because people they don't like their horses all nasty, and it's tough because their back legs get all gross and they stink and they're all stained, and nobody likes that. So
that doesn't help with flies.
Doesn't help with flies, and so you got that issue as well. So what we try to do is you try to give a higher quality forage, number one. Try to give a probiotic. Sometimes that helps. Try to minimize the horse's stress and that sort of thing. there's some products out there that I've had good luck with, and it's kind of a combination of probiotics, gut soothing things, and then basically a clay that absorbs that moisture, that helps absorb that moisture. A lot of times changing their diet and getting them on a higher quality feed stuff tends to do the trick.
So it's not necessarily connected to eventual weight loss or anything like that?
No, not typically. No. You'll see those horses tend to maintain their weight just fine. But like I said, it does tend to happen in older ones. So you
they
have
might
some
be getting
weight
leaner with
management.
age,
Exactly.
right.
You have some weight management issues with those guys too. So but it's not necessarily connected. Yeah.
Okay. So if you see your horse, any of these things going on, the first thing to address is the diet.
Yes.
And
see what you're
make sure
being
quality
fed. Yeah.
On that, and eliminate stress. And then if all else fails, call Dr. Kayot. And then he'll try some of his methods and see. But they don't tend to get dehydrated from it.
No, they don't get. It's not like because they're still taking in enough. It's not like they're sick. They aren't sick, so they're still drinking and maintaining all that. But no, you don't tend to have to worry about them getting dehydrated. The other thing that can happen is if the feed stuff is of poor quality, then it can kind of irritate. It kind of irritates the bowel lining. So same thing happens in when they eat sand down here, is they get diarrhea, but they get shooting diarrhea from the sand just from the irritation of the sand on the lining of the intestine. I kind of think it's kind of the same thing. You get a higher, poor quality fiber that they're eating. I tend to think it kind of has the same effect that on
the sand does. That makes sense. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You bet.
Dr. Adam Kayot with Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care.
If you've ever dealt with that with a horse, it's no fun, especially not if it splashes you on the concrete.
Let's stop there about talking about the horses.
I know you don't like that.
I know you're going to start talking about your.
No, we're not. We're actually going to switch gears completely to hunter paces, which before we started the show, Abby Slavin and I were talking, and she's going to do the next hunter pace with me at Misty Morning Hounds, February the 1st. So make sure you do it. It is so much fun. It is such a great way to spend your Sunday morning out there at Misty Morning Hounds. It is the most beautiful property. The hunter paces are so fun. And I have never seen such a variety of riders anywhere in my life. Everybody from English to Western to ponies to children to you can go out there and be ponied if you want. You can do flat. You can do over the jumps. It is...
To Polarises.
Yeah, apparently a Polaris is a new breed. Driving on up. But it is wonderful. You can jump or not, either one. You can Western, English, casual, whatever you want to do. It is the most fun. That's at Misty Morning Hounds. And as I said, you don't have to sign up ahead of time. You can just show up with your coggins, do your paperwork, pay your fee, and off you go. And you will have an absolute blast. One of the prettiest properties I've ever ridden on in my life. The jumps are great fun. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous way to spend the day. And it's a great experience for your horse. And it's also good training for the cattle drive that's coming up.
Good food?
If you bring some good food, sure.
Oh, I thought they had food for...
No, that's hunt breakfast, yes.
Okay.
But the hunter pace is fantastic. So if you haven't checked it out, you can go to mistymorninghounds.com and get more information. And, Abby and I will definitely be out there riding it. So it's definitely a wonderful, wonderful experience. Pete, you going to come out and do it?
No, ma'am.
Bring Vedette.
No, ma'am.
And the hunts, I'm trying to get Abby on a hunt with me as well on her Mustang. So that's another experience. They have those a couple of times a week as well at different venues and, of course, at home at Misty Morning Hounds. And then if you want to follow, some of the hunts have the tally-ho wagon that you can jump in. And yes, there is food. You could come in a tally-ho wagon. Yes, that's right. Well, we got to wrap things up, and we are going to come back in the second segment of the show, and we are going to talk a little bit to Brian Weidmiller. And if you have a horse trailer, or you have a truck, or you have a diesel, or you have pretty much anything with four wheels that needs repairing, he is the best guy to go to. He's also got exciting news, a new shop, lots of things to share with us. So we will be right back with Brian after this. Stay with us. The Larson family has been farming hay in Idaho for generations with a mission to always provide high-quality hay products at a fair and reasonable price. Larson Hay loves to meet new customers while always honouring the ones they already have. Find Larson Hay on the web at larsonhay.com, like them on Facebook, and definitely visit one of their locations. Larson Hay, Idaho's finest alfalfa, and our television broadcast sponsor. Grateful for the foundation of excellence laid over 40 years ago by their founders, Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care continues to provide excellence in ambulatory and emergency care, surgery, internal medicine and sports medicine, with a lab and pharmacy, as well as the best in reproductive services at their Advanced Facility Center in Summerfield. For more information, find them at petersonsmith.com or like them on Facebook now.
Hello, I'm Pat Myers, owner of Pat Myers Electric, a family-owned and operated business. My wife Sarah and I are horse owners ourselves and know what matters most to a farm owner, with the safety of their horses being of utmost importance to us. Pat Myers Electric can light up your arena and make sure your horse's barn is safe and protected. Pat Myers Electric is the horseman's choice. Discover more at patmyerselectric.com.
Veteran-owned Wide Automotive, that's WEIDE, is a beacon of automotive excellence in Ocala. Founded on integrity and expertise with unwavering dedication in all operations, we seek to forge lasting relationships with our clients. Whether you have one vehicle or a fleet, we pledge our best effort in quality service. From repairs, diagnostics, tire repair and replacement, diesel engine work, horse trailers, car batteries, wheel alignments, fuel systems, and more. Discover more at wideautomotive.com.
Show presented by Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Thank you to Larson Farms. They're our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
And I'm Brian Weidemiller.
Welcome, Brian. That is Brian Weidemiller from Wide Automotive Repair, and it's so wonderful to have you back on the show with us. And so much new has happened in your life lately. And the new building is massive. That was a huge undertaking. You had a much smaller shop. Nothing wrong with the shop you had, but much, much smaller. And this has really, it's really expanded everything. You guys have room to work, and you have a great space now.
So our heart is in the horse community. So diesel work and trailer work, and at the tiny little building we had prior, it wasn't enough. We had to do it outside. We have much more room now. Now you can drive your diesel truck with your horse trailer, and you can pull it all right in there. We can pull it right into the shop with all the lifts and lift everything up at the same time, or separate them individually. So it's a full comprehensive. We can tailor the repairs and the work to you. So if you need just your diesel work done, you need the cab to come off but the engine to stay on the ground, we do the whole lot. So
it's incredible.
Anything trailer related we can do. So that goes into a different avenue that typically automotive shops don't venture down. So they'll do gas engines or they'll do diesel, but they almost never do trailers. Well, since our heart is in horses, it wouldn't make sense not to do trailers. So we can do everything from reinforce the floor. We can add that rubber matting stuff that the horses like to trample on, right? We can do new axles and new tires, new paneling. Matter of fact, we're doing yours right now, aren't we?
That's right. In fact, Jeremy said that it's ready. And listen, you guys went above and beyond. It is unbelievable the amount of work you did in that trailer. It's just incredible. The before and afters are massive. It's incredible what you're able to do and have that knowledge that horse people know they can bring a trailer to you, and you're going to make sure it's safe.
And a lot of the stuff you can't even see with the pictures, but we double reinforce the floors. So not that you could probably fit a Clydesdale in there, but if you could squeeze his butt in there, he would be sturdy enough.
I don't think that Belgian I've been riding at Misty Morning Hounds is going to fit.
Take the divider out.
Oh, and then mash him in.
Yeah.
Put him in an angle.
Yeah, we could squeeze him in. I'm sure he'll like that. Yeah.
The ponies and donkeys work very well in that trailer, but yeah, the work you did is amazing. It's beautiful. Even putting a nice rubber mat up front, there was there's a window in the front, which is great, but unfortunately the plexiglass in it was broken. So you even replace that and the flooring, where a lot of people, unfortunately, that own trailers don't clean the urine out afterwards. And so what ends up happening is those edges start to rust away. And even though it wasn't a safety issue as far as the axles of the trailer being safe, you worry about your horse rubbing its foot up against a rusty, jagged edge, and so you don't want that. So you've done an absolutely beautiful job repairing all of that. It's just incredible. I mean, hats off to your team for what a great job.
When the urine and other things get on the floor too, it can cause that rust to occur, and then without even knowing, it weakens the floor, and so you can have fall throughs. So we avidly tell people to, if you've gone up to Tennessee, you've gone to Kentucky, any kind of long distance trip, have the trailer and truck checked out before. Wheel bearings and such on trailers may not make a noise until you're going 70 miles an hour up a grade.
Yes.
So we can do that. We can also make sure that the floor is going to be safe for them, because it would be a horrific scene to have a fall through.
It would indeed. And having it a once over could be life-saving for your horse.
And we do it pretty quickly too. So most diesel work, anything big will take about 2 days, and anything minor, which still can be considered a big task for some, but anything minor, usually a day. And then horse trailers, depending on availability, a couple of days. So really, if you just forgot about it up until about a week before you're about to make this major trip, because you're super busy getting the horse ready, we can still get you in. And we can do it very, very quickly, and again, tailor it to what you need.
To what you need.
And not to what we need.
Now, you've had a, like you said, 2025, you were best of the 352 and best mechanic shop in Ocala, which is fantastic. And then, of course, getting married and building the new shop and all the things that have gone on for you. It's been a lot, but you've also made another rather large decision lately that you're going to share with us.
Yes, so
he doesn't have enough on his plate.
No, he doesn't.
Right, yeah, I thought about not being stressed out for a few minutes, and that's a silly idea. So I am announcing, or have announced, that I'm running for District 2 County Commissioner here in Marion County. My goal is to just bring common sense back into politics. I know that's an oxymoron, but to bring common sense and proactive instead of reactive. If we can just be proactive about certain aspects of things in this community, I think we would be a lot better off, and then just hold people accountable. Again, all those things are curse words in politicking, so I'm going to give it a shot and make it something better.
And let our viewers know what you used to do before you became a mechanic.
As when I was in the Marine Corps. So yeah, I did 6 years in the Marine Corps. My wife actually did 7 years. What a one-upper, right?
Right.
I love it.
In the Marine Corps, she was a legal advocate. So sort of the same thing as DeSantis did when he was in the Navy. I did aviation mechanics, which led me into this. And so, yeah, and cute, fun lifetime story, right? We were in 5th grade together. And so we separated in middle school. Reconnected in high school. Then we both went off to, she went off to college because she's a smarty pants. I went off to the Marine Corps, and then we reconnected just a few years ago. So lifetime story, maybe. We'll see. I'm going to pitch it.
So good. I love it. And what a great team. I bet the children behave themselves. Two veterans.
Yeah, two Marine veterans too, right.
Yeah. I bet nobody gets out of line with you two.
Things are clean at the house.
I was going to say, tidy, right?
Yes,
Everything's neat and organized. Well, I think, and one of the things I think I really want to just cover in this last couple of minutes is talk to us about the horse world as far as the county commissioner, because our viewers and listeners are obviously always concerned about Marion County. So anybody who's running for county commissioner, when we're horse lovers and horse owners, we want to hear from everybody about what their views are about our beautiful farmland and all the wonderful things that we do with horses here.
Absolutely. And there are some new things going through the Senate and things getting passed that concern me, and maintaining the Farm Preservation Act that we have. My goal is to maintain it, to keep Ocala and Marion County what we have been known for, horse capital of the world, and to keep horses and cows and the farm preservation side of things intact. Yes, we have to expand in certain aspects, and that's mapped out where we will expand, but to hold that preservation and to hold our culture that we are horse people. That's my goal. There's a lot of other things to unwrap and unfold and unpack, but as far as the horse community, keeping Ocala and Marion County what it has been. And we are known for horses, and that's what we should maintain.
That's why people want to come live here, right? Because
Absolutely.
it's such a beautiful, incredible place, and there's so many horses and horse people, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's what brought me here. It's what brought many of us here, right?
I was going to say, driving around when I first came to Ocala was like, oh my gosh, you go to $1 billion farm here, $1 million farm there. It was just gorgeous. And it doesn't matter if you get off track, you still see all these beautiful farms.
We came from Illinois, so in about 92, I was 3 or 4 years old, whatever the math is on that, right, Marine Corps style. And we have an old picture of my old farm from Illinois. There were neighborhoods on all 4 sides of us. That's what happens, and it gets encroached on, and then you lose it. We used to breed and have ponies up there. My grandmother used to have a sign up front, pony boarding and breeding, and it was just, we've always been horse people. So that's what we want to maintain.
Brian, I want to thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Thank you for being such a great mechanic, being our mechanic. We appreciate you very much, and we wish you all the best, your wonderful family, your new shop, and definitely your future goals.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Liz.
Brian Weidermiller, check him out. Definitely get your truck in the shop. If you need any work done, no place better to go. We will be right back on the Horse Talk Show. Stay with us.
Grateful for the foundation of excellence laid over 40 years ago by their founders, Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care continues to provide excellence in ambulatory and emergency care, surgery, internal medicine and sports medicine, with a lab and pharmacy, as well as the best in reproductive services at their Advanced Facility Center in Summerfield. For more information, find them at petersonsmith.com or like them on Facebook now.
DAC Vitamins and Minerals has been making a world of difference for 35 years. Do you know what sets DAC apart? We use chelation minerals from Alltech, which allows for better absorption. DAC is the only supplement company Alltech provides ingredients for. We have our nutritionist, Performance Horse Nutrition, NASP, which is the quality seal, which guarantees our products and ensures our use of quality ingredients. DAC gives you a guaranteed analysis in every 1 ounce scoop, a 60-day money-back guarantee. Doesn't your partner deserve the best? Visit feeddac.com.
This show is brought to you in part by Seminole Feed Stores, family owned since 1934, manufacturing fixed formula horse feeds with mindful monitoring and quality ingredients right here in Ocala in an all-natural, non-medicated feed mill. Seminole Feed, simply the world's best and safest feed. Like them on Facebook now or find them at SeminoleFeed.com.
We're a unique, tough breed. We work long, hard hours making sure your horses are healthy and properly shod because, well, we farriers know horses perform better when they're properly shod and healthy. You want quality horse products, supplements, and farrier supplies at affordable prices, and you won't settle for anything less.
TT Distributors is dedicated to quality horse products, supplements, and farrier supplies at affordable prices. Racehorse or a pasture pony, TT Distributors has what you need. 7715 West Highway 40, Ocala.
D&N Equine Recovery is owned and operated by avid horsemen. With over 75 years of experience in the equine industry, D&N Equine Recovery provides the only whole horse crematorium in the greater Levy-Marion County area, serving all of north central Florida. All staff are dedicated to demonstrating the utmost respect throughout this emotionally delicate process, providing compassionate and timely service when it matters to horse owners the most. For more information, go to dnequinerecoveryllc.com. On the Horse Talk Show, presented by Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Thank you to Larson Farms, our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
And we have Abby Slavin here with us in the studio. We haven't had Abby in the studio with us for a bit.
Hello.
Nice to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
So I was just trying to figure out how old you were when I first met you, and we think about 6 or 7.
Yep, roughly. That would have been right at the time we moved to Florida, and I first walked into Tack Shack of Ocala.
And there was I ready to help you find your tall boots or whatever else you needed.
Briar horses.
Briar horses. Whatever else you needed.
At least a once weekly stop to
I know
Tack
it
Shack.
was. And I was always so
now
happy.
Now she's only 18, so.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Time has stopped.
I know. I always loved it when you and your family came in because you're always just happy and looking for fun things. And I was just happy to help you find them.
I love it. That was a highlight of my childhood. Absolutely.
It was so fun. And I mean, I feel like I was just yesterday. I can still see you standing there, me looking over the counter at you and thinking, isn't she cute? It's been a long time, hasn't it?
It has been a very long time.
Gosh. And now, so Mustangs. I mean, so funny that I ended up with one because I have one.
I know.
You know, Flynn. And I think Ezra came and stayed at my farm for
He
a
did?
while. One
He
of
lived
your
with you
Mustangs.
for a year.
Yes, he stayed with me for a bit. And he's a lovely Mustang. You've taken in everything. Parades, downtown, kids. Just what a great horse. And so your love for the Mustangs, how did that all start?
So it was about 2016, I believe, and I had been showing, training, competing, and traveling, and I got burnt out seeing what some people did to horses. Show jumping, yes, I'm sorry, show jumping. Seeing what some people did to horses to make them compete at the highest levels, and also getting kind of disheartened when a horse is very good at their job but they didn't have other avenues if that wasn't what they really wanted to excel at, jumpers for example. And so I got into the Mustangs. A very good friend of mine did her first Extreme Mustang makeover in 2017, I believe, and I fell in love with the breed. They're so versatile, and I was like, this is so cool. If they're not good at one thing, they can go do something else, and it was absolutely incredible. So that was where I got bitten by the bug, and I believe I got my first one at the beginning of 2018. So, yep.
And you just carried on.
I have. They're like potato chips. They say you can't just have one, and that is very true.
I've said that, haven't I?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I have 4 now, in addition to my other horses that there 3 are definitely here to stay, and I think the 4th one that we can talk about in a little bit is probably going to be here to stay too. So they just keep staying.
Well, you know, on the break we were talking about somebody we love, Marsha Hartford Sapp.
Yes.
And you know, I got to meet Cobra, and you know, she loves the Mustangs. She was actually at the show that you were just at as a judge, and she loves the Mustangs too. And I love it when I see people who do other sports like jumping and dressage and things like that that get the Mustangs and do all sorts of things with them, but then they do their sport too that they love, like dressage and jumping and all of that. And you get to see these horses do so many different things, whether it's English or Western, and they love it.
They absolutely do. And they're such a highly undervalued breed. You see so many, some are smaller. Again, you think of the Mustang and there's a very certain look, but then you start to really look into different ones, and they are all shapes and sizes. And when you really find a good one, they're very sporty. Like Cobra, for example, Marsha competed him up to some of the highest levels in dressage. There have been jumpers, and they're very, very popular in Western events. So it's just really cool to see when people find the special one and bring them into the sport horse world, because they're not very common.
No, and you've really shown like things that, I don't know, a lot of people have said to me, Mustang, wasn't it wild? Well, I mean, it probably was.
Yeah, it absolutely
it probably was. But it, you know, when the Bureau of Land Management bring them in, obviously they're virtually untouched. So you're getting a horse. You got a beautiful grey recently.
Yes.
That you named what?
Currently, his unofficial name, it was
It's
Fluffy.
not so fluffy.
Not so fluffy. There he is in the video. That was pre-haircut. He had about 4 inches of hair, like the most fuzzy horse I've ever seen, and he came to Florida with a ton of hair. So we called him Fluffy for a while.
And now
he got
he's
a
not so
haircut.
fluffy.
Now he's not so fluffy, but we
Makes
still
sense.
haven't landed on a name. We've got about a list of 10 that we rotate through. But
And then going back, my goodness, now I'm going to go back a few years, but when we did the initial parades downtown, you always brought
Prim.
Yes,
Prim,
Prim.
who I still have. Yep.
Yes. And then in the recent parade that Kylie from Made Media took some amazing photographs of you guys by the
Yes.
Marion Theatre.
Yes. Right there.
Absolutely beautiful.
Prim's on the left.
Yes.
And Ezra is on the right.
Yes. And I mean, I just love to see that, because when people see the Mustang mark on the neck, the brand, they think, oh, but aren't they wild?
Yeah.
And, you know, for people who don't know horses, when they get to see them in downtown being ridden, they go, oh, well. Mustangs are really
you
cool.
have a Western and you have an English.
Both.
And they both look like they fit in both sides.
Yes. Yeah, you put Prim in an English saddle. She looks like we call her a little baked potato. She's round. She fits her Western gear really well, but she's, you put her in an English saddle and she just gets rounder. But
and so I think you have shown, and I've seen you at the market with your Mustangs, little kids, doing meet and greets, and we've walked around downtown in Christmas costumes, and we have done all the things with your Mustangs, and they have absolutely shown themselves to be a horse that you can do all kinds of even costumes.
With Yoshi.
Costumes, anything, really.
Anything. That's what I always say. They never know what they're signing up for. When they either go out or get on my trailer, they don't know where they're going. They have no idea if they're going to go jumping, they're going to go to a show, they're going to go to the beach, go on a hunter pace, to a parade, so they never know what they're doing, which is great, and they show up for all of it.
They do, don't they?
They do.
They're willing to try it. And I mean, even Flynn, all the things I think I've done up to him being injured recently, all the things I think I've done with him, from obstacle courses to taking him to the beach to swim in the sea, to trail rides, to really anything that you can think of. And then up and right before he was injured, of course, Megan from MB Equestrian had started jumping him, and he was willing and loved that too. Nothing huge, but he was just hopping over jumps, just loving it.
They just do it so easily. You're like, okay, let's go try this, and just like that, he just adapts to it like a duck in water. I'm sure.
I know, and I think for people who aren't familiar, and I said this back when he was ponying horses at the racetrack at Jackie and Nick Demerrick's, he was ponying horses, and I said, I wonder why more racing people don't have them as pony horses.
Yeah, they make great pony horses. They're fast. Unless you get a baked potato like Prim, but typically they're fast.
We're definitely on the baked potato and the potato chips.
We must be hungry,
aren't we? Must be hungry. No, I just love it though, and I really think that if more people understood, and as you and I know, and a lot of the general public don't know, there's about 50,000 of them that never got adopted, that are actually in, now penned up, that don't get another chance to be adopted. So I really think raising awareness to the general public of, and Pete and I have talked about this before, not everybody can take a wild, right, because not everybody is prepared for that. You need to have all of the things they want you to have, 6 foot tall, round pen, experience, and if you don't have the experience, you obviously need to partner with a trainer who does have experience.
Yes.
And if you've been watching Abby's videos lately, they don't all come that quiet.
No, they absolutely don't. That one was born domestic.
Yes.
No, they don't.
No, and so you've got to have all the right tools, and you've got to have all the right people on your team. So definitely not saying, you've got to run out and get one, because it isn't for everybody. You need to be prepared. But if you're prepared and you have all the tools and the right people, all the experience yourself to do it, they are an incredible horse to own.
They are, yeah. To your point, finding a good trainer that knows the breed and can help. Exactly. You may not feel comfortable going out and getting a wild one, especially for your first time, but finding somebody that can teach you the process. And
in her spare time when she's not selling golf carts.
So during the Mustang show, what all did you win?
Well, we're going to do the whole next segment. We're going to talk about the Sunshine State Mustang Show.
Yes.
But I just have to throw a JB Golf Cart shout out.
Oh, sure.
Because they are amazing people. You guys have helped us with so many events that we've needed golf carts for. You guys have jumped in and been so willing to help. And I know you have all kinds of different choices for people, no matter what they're looking for, whether they're on the golf course or the trail. I know you can help out. So I just wanted to get a shout out in for you. Because when you're not training horses, you're selling golf carts.
Absolutely. And working on them. So yes, thank you for that. Thank you.
And servicing them. So JB Golf Carts, check them out. We are coming right back. We're going to add Jenna Rivera in to the mix because she was at the show and loved it and has a lot to say too. So we're going to be back with the Sunshine State Mustang Show. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Pat Myers, owner of Pat Myers Electric, a family-owned and operated business founded on both trust and integrity. From new installations to repairs and emergencies, Pat Myers Electric's team of professionals can handle it all. Pat Myers Electric for all your current needs. Discover more at patmyerselectric.com.
The Larson family has been farming hay in Idaho for generations with a mission to always provide high-quality hay products at a fair and reasonable price. Larson Hay loves to meet new customers while always honoring the ones they already have. Find Larson Hay on the web at larsonhay.com, like them on Facebook, and definitely visit one of their locations. Larson Hay, Idaho's finest alfalfa, and our television broadcast sponsor. It's time to fight back against summer sores with Kayot's Red Repel, healing and soothing, a lava-slaying ointment of justice, powered by zinc and nature's sass. Safe for all horses, even drama queens, gentle enough for the face. Your horse deserves skincare too, long-lasting and non-toxic. A bonus, buy a copper curry brush or Red Repel and receive a free in-store Kayot sample of your choice in Ocala at Seminole Feed Stores, TD Distributors and OBS. Discover more at KWellUSA.com. Kaywell, strength by nature.
Love presents itself in so many ways. It can be difficult to describe the bond between human and horse because it really transcends words. As we prepare for each ride, the most important thing in our mind is our horse's health and safety. Are we playing our part in this remarkable relationship? We want to go to sleep every night knowing that we did everything in our power to preserve this special bond. Piranha Animal Health, for the love of the horse.
Welcome back to the Horse Talk Show. She's got the gift of the gab, and her guests are fab. Presented by Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios in downtown Ocala in the horse capital.
I'm Tick Maynard, and you're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back on the second half of the Horse Talk Show, presented by Palm Chevrolet,
your hometown Chevy experience.
Thank you to Larson Farms, our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
And we've added another guest in with us. And, you know, I had a little bit of trouble giving Jenna a title, Jenna Rivera, because she does everything. I didn't really know what to call her. I was like, well, top trainer, exercise rider, teacher, director of development at Marion Therapeutic Riding Association. I can keep going. There's like a list as long as my arm.
Keep going. There's an important one. Keep
great
going.
Friend, wonderful friend.
Keep going.
Beautiful gift giver. Is there more? I can go on forever about Jenna Rivera. Oh, Pete's better half. There we go.
Thank you.
Pete's better half. There you go. So amazing. Thank you, Jenna, for being here with us. And big shout out for you. Thank you for getting me all those videos. You got me so many videos of the show. I couldn't possibly show them all. But thank you so much, because I really appreciate that a lot, because I wasn't able to be there and wanted to be badly. So between you, tell us about, this is the first time they've had the Sunshine State Mustang Show, right?
Yes.
And hats off to them.
Yes, Kat Zimmerman and Sam Van Fleet, sorry. Yes, they're both very, very top level Mustang trainers, and they joined up and decided to have a Mustang show, bring the Mustang community together, and it was one of the top shows that I have ever been to. And I've traveled a lot of places and gone to a lot of different horse shows, and they knocked it out of the park. Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought they did a really amazing job. Everything ran really smoothly. It was well organized. They did a great job of calling everybody to keep things running so smoothly. Did. And then I think for me, it took me back to the 4-H days. I loved seeing everybody. There were very green horses. Mm-hmm. There were horses that had been all over. Like, I know you take your horses everywhere. But it was nice, the camaraderie that I saw between everybody. Everybody was very encouraging. Mm-hmm. I think you
commented on Lisa Wallace helping somebody who had a nervous horse.
Yeah, I had a friend that was taking her horse. I think it was her second show ever, maybe very limited times off the property. And there was something right at the gate where she had to wait because somebody else had paused. And that got her horse kind of dancing and antsy and started backing up. And Lisa comes riding up. She says, "Here, I'm on a baby too. Let me ride up with you." And just jumped right in, calm. I was impressed with her energy and just her laid back. I had never met her, and then I found out she's
she's very
top notch.
She is.
But it showed what exemplary character.
The whole group of Mustang people are just incredible.
And you showed in a variety of classes.
I did. So
we have quite a bit of footage too of jumping.
We do.
And
that was only one day.
Yes, Jenna was at the ring all Sunday. Every time I go around, I'd see her over. She really was. You've got to put her on your payroll because she's amazing. You really do.
We'll add that
amazing.
to the list.
Yeah, add that to the list. Fill-in photographer, videographer. We had a full weekend, which is another reason why I am just raving about the job that Kat and Sam did with the show. Friday night, they held games classes, so barrels, flag race, poles, the pass a baton, they did time trial. They had 8 or 9 classes Friday night. And then Saturday, in-hand classes, showmanship, different things, really good things for green and new Mustangs. And then they did a Western day, so we had Western pattern, ranch rail, reining, trail classes all day Saturday.
Everything.
Yes, and then they did Liberty, and then they did their freestyles, which are very known in the Mustang community. Everybody gets to show off their really cool tricks that the Mustangs do, and some of the really top, tricks and very cool things. Very fun thing to watch. And then all day Sunday was English. So they started the morning with Western dressage, and then traditional dressage. They did English classes. Here's some of the English flat classes now. We did some patterns, and then we ended the weekend with jumpers. So it was not only a full pack schedule, but a very diverse one as well. So
and I love seeing
really
the Mustangs go over the
I
jumps.
Know.
They are so great.
There's Ezra.
I absolutely love it. I think it's so great to see them because I don't think people think of Mustangs as jumping horses, and they do a phenomenal job.
He loves jumping.
I was going to say, he looked like he loved it, and then you kicked into gear a few times. It was fun to see.
The need for speed. That was actually his first real jumper show. He's always my B team or my C team, so I never take the ponies to shows, but this was his first real show, and he did really good. So we're gonna go show some this winter. Yeah, he had fun.
And if you think about it, in the wild, they probably were jumping stuff.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were prepping him for the hunter pace.
Yes, he loves the hunter pace. That's his favorite. He loves cross country. He loves to go out and
who doesn't love cross country? It's so fun.
He does. He loves it.
The only reason I did 3-day eventing as a child was so I could do the cross country.
I feel like that's a lot of people's reasons for doing.
I just wanted to get out there and just go. You know, let me just get out there and go.
Just go have
fun.
So
the ribbons.
Yes, I know. Let's talk
amazing.
about these.
Not only the organization, but the sponsors and the prizes that they did. Every single class they pinned with ribbons. Every single class throughout the entire weekend, and then they did a ton of high points and incentives. So each night they did. Friday night they had a games high point. Ezra ended up being 5th overall, and he's not a games horse and has never done anything, so that was really fun. They did an in-hand, they did a Western, and then they did an overall, the Ultimate American Mustang, so they had a mixture of different classes, which were more high level than the traditional classes. And then Saturday they actually had walk trot classes and walk trot canter classes, so literally something for everyone, whether you're green rider, green horse. And then
go to the one I'm more interested in.
The belt buckle.
The belt buckle and the grand champion.
So,
this is nice, right?
I know. They did, for first place, they did neck ribbons, which are my favorite.
Beautiful.
I love
Mine
this.
too.
I was not expecting this at all. This was a very nice surprise. I was freezing and in a Snuggie at this point, and I was like, okay, so it was great. The girls and their sponsors and the support that they got for this show, I could have had a shopping cart of the amount of things that they sent home. This was one of my favorites. So it's by Molly's Custom Silver. It's a custom belt buckle for the horse show, the Sunshine State Mustang Show. So every high point or incentive class, they had an adult, overall age groups, all different things, and then each division, belt buckles. They had supplement companies, shampoo companies, flags, necklaces, gifts. I can't even begin to name all of the prizes that they had. So, and every single 1st through 4th, I believe, got prizes. So their sponsors were amazing.
So this is going to be an annual.
I'm hoping.
I really hope.
The girls are like, don't talk to me about this at this point because they're not over it. But I'm trying to get them to do maybe more than one show a year because I loved it so much. I'm like, sign me up to help, whatever we can do. But I'm hoping they at least keep it an annual.
Jenna was messaging me videos, and Karen Ritchie, I think, was there, and Megan. Vanosky was there, and Jenna was messaging me because she knew I wanted to be there, so she was sharing with me her experience, but it was good.
I was
a great
so
experience.
impressed, and I loved it because it was such a nice atmosphere for people who get stressed out. You could see them kind of unwinding as the day went on, and every time they went in, both whether it was the horse or the rider, and you had people of all ages. There were littles and there were old, much older ladies. So it was nice. Like, it was just
Pete's
such
got
a
goodies.
great atmosphere.
Pete's got goodies. He's not letting me forget the piranha goodie bag with the lovely travel size items in there.
We
for,
love piranha and love Adeptus.
Odor control and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
And then we've also got our Kayot USA products. If you haven't used them yet, they are amazing.
Wonderful.
Absolutely fantastic products, all natural sprays for wounds and things that are without a doubt the best I've used for healing.
Amazing.
Healing, and the best toothpaste, by the way, ever in the history of the world.
And the copper curry comb.
Yes.
Yes. Copper's so good for so many things.
Somewhere I can give you.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure.
The horses will love that.
Yes,
Thank you.
they do. But
Or
thank
come
you
out to
both.
Antibacterial.
Oh,
right?
yes,
Saturday.
that's right. You can get one. That's right. We're going to mention
And
that.
now's
aren't
the
we?
season for it.
It
That's
is.
right.
All the
those
fungus.
Fluffy.
The
Fluffy
fluffies, yes.
and the not so fluffy.
And the not so fluffies.
I want to thank you both so much. Please, if you can, stay with us because we've got a couple of segments left and we would love to have you in with us. So hold that thought, and we are going to go to break, and we'll be right back.
Ocala Dog Ranch offers a variety of services for your dog, including agility training, barn hunt training, board and train, boarding long and short term, daycare, day training, dock diving training and competitions, disc dog, swimming lessons and pool rentals, lure coursing and obedience training classes. Check out Ocala Dog Ranch at ocaladogranch.com. Ocala Dog Ranch is your home away from home for your dog and more.
At Palm Chevrolet in Ocala, our customers say it best.
Oh, the prices were great. They were actually unbeatable.
Thanks, Miss Delara. At Palm Chevy, we do our best to give you our best price and payment without the games. And our entire team is committed to making your experience in sales or service pleasant and hassle-free.
It's been a pleasure doing business around here.
Thanks, Mr. Hars. And we think you'll agree. Visit us today at Palm Chevrolet, Southwest College Road in Ocala, or at palmchevrolet.com. Find new roads.
Love presents itself in so many ways. It can be difficult to describe the bond between human and horse because it really transcends words. As we prepare for each ride, the most important thing in our mind is our horse's health and safety. Are we playing our part in this remarkable relationship? We want to go to sleep every night knowing that we did everything in our power to preserve this special bond. Piranha Animal Health, for the love of the horse.
World-class equine rehab promoting faster recovery is available at the Equine Performance Centre Ocala. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy, an underwater treadmill, a saltwater spa, an aquapacer, MagnaWave, a vibration plate, swimming pool, massage and laser therapies. With post-surgical care, memberships, packages and BOGOs, EPC delivers a rejuvenated horse through proven and innovative rehab. Like Equine Performance Centre now on Facebook and find them on the web at epcrehab.com.
This show is brought to you in part by Seminole Feed Stores, family owned since 1934. Manufacturing fixed formula horse feeds with mindful monitoring and quality ingredients right here in Ocala in an all-natural, non-medicated feed mill. Seminole Feed, simply the world's best and safest feed. Like them on Facebook now or find them at SeminoleFeed.com.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios in downtown Ocala in the horse capital.
This is Charlotte Cannon, and you are listening to the Horse Talk Show.
On the Horse Talk Show, presented by Palm Chevrolet.
Your hometown Chevy experience.
Thank you to Larson Farms. They're our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
We're going to switch gears slightly now to the chamber here in Ocala, Marion County, the horse capital of the world. And we recently got a new CEO, and Kevin Sheely, who was here for a very, very long time, moved away, and Matt McCormick joined us. We're very excited to have him on board, and he is extremely enthusiastic and excited about the equine industry, and we just wanted our viewers and listeners to hear from him and meet him via the Horse Talk Show. So here he is.
Matt.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thanks so much for being with me today.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us a little bit of your background. I know you've been in the chamber world for nearly 30 years,
yes.
Coming from Columbia, Missouri
yeah.
most recently,
yes.
here to the horse capital. a little more background.
Yeah, so like you said, for almost 30 years, and I'm one of the old guys in the industry. So been there, I was in Columbia, Missouri for the last 12. Prior to that, my whole career and life has been in Texas. And so was born and raised there. That's where I did between East Texas and the Dallas Metroplex. So that's where most of my career has been done. And then now here in Ocala, in the horse capital of the world. I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. So when you first interviewed for the position, which I think is going back about 6 months or so now, obviously they have to have told you about all the different initiatives that we have, and you've probably never been to a chamber before or heard of a chamber before that has an equine initiative, because as far as we know, we are the only one.
I believe we are. The world. Yes, I believe we are. And it's something we're very proud of, because we should be, because so whenever I started the process, like you said, when I started taking a look at what are our top economic drivers in our community and in our region, and very quickly saw the equine industry is one of our top economic drivers here, which is exciting, something new for me to learn, and something exciting to see. And with being the horse capital of the world, it's been a lot of fun to see, and it was really intriguing as I was going through that, because I did start checking into it, and I've been in the chamber industry for a number of years, and I've never heard of any chamber having an equine initiative. And so I was excited to take on something new with that and partner with you and partner with the organization and what we have going here. And so how do we start moving that forward? And how do we capitalize on that being one of our top economic drivers for our region? So yeah, it was really exciting to see.
That's wonderful. So being the catalyst for a prosperous business community, a lot of people think of the farms sort of separated from the business community, but here a major driver measured in 2023 to 3 years ago now at 4.3 billion. That is with a B.
Yep, with the big B.
A big B.
Yeah.
Over 80,000 horses here. More horses here per capita than anywhere else in the world.
I had not heard that. That's amazing.
Yes, it is. And also trademarked many years ago by Dick Hancock at the FTBOA, prior even to Lonnie Powell being the CEO.
Yeah.
We own the trademark. We have the numbers. We absolutely have the economic impact.
Yeah.
And it is an industry that is so close to people's hearts here and matters so much.
Yeah.
And I think that the general public and our viewers want to know that that matters to you, especially as the new CEO.
Yeah, absolutely it does. And like you said, sometimes people start thinking these as two different worlds, right? The equine industry and the traditional business industry, if you would say, right? If that's a good way to put that. But really, they're intermingled here, and they are part of a system that works together. And so, which is fun to learn and fun to see, but I think there's some really great possibilities that we can do with this. And there's some things that we can start working with our business community, making sure they understand more about how our equine industry works into the business community as a whole, and vice versa. And so, you know, with great partners like Prana, they do such wonderful stuff to help us bridge those two worlds. And so continue those partnerships, continue those type of things that we have together.
And they're very passionate, Prana Animal Health, very, very passionate about what we're doing. You know, the monthly meetings, of course, that we generally do at farms and venues because it's more exciting than being in the boardroom every month.
Yes, absolutely it is.
And we can couple that up with a 101 on a breed of a horse. We recently introduced our partners to the Mangalaga Marchador, the national horse of Brazil. Yes.
Congratulations, I could not say that. Congratulations.
And it was so enjoyable. We've been at the Gypsy Vanna Farm, you know, Gypsy Gold Farm Tours, which is the #1 thing to do in this area on TripAdvisor. We want our partners, obviously, to meet all the different breeds and learn about all of the different disciplines that we have here, because it's huge. And obviously, you've got all of those to learn about.
Yes, I do.
But, you know, I love your enthusiasm about learning about the horse world and that it matters.
Yeah. Well, you know, growing up, I grew up around horses, more the Western style, if you will. And what I've learned in the short time I'm here is the amount of breeds there were that I had no idea.
Over 72, by the way.
72, that's amazing. I didn't know this. And so getting to learn these type of things is fun for me. I love to learn. But also the fun of seeing Prana Animal Health, a locally established business here that has grown into a national business, what they bring to our community, and seeing more of those take place, and how, like I said before, how we start bridging these worlds together and making sure we work better. What we do together is what we do better. And so it's continuing to move that forward. I am so excited to learn even more.
And a lot of people don't know that only 11% of our county is actually within the urban growth boundary, and that the other 89% is not developed.
It's not developed.
And we don't want it to be. No. We want to keep our farms, right?
Yeah, farms, and keep our farms, have that good growth to where these two meet up together, have that efficient and effective and responsible growth together, and how do we do that to continue moving Marion County in a forward manner, in a sustainable forward manner for all of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all about balance.
Yes.
And retaining our culture, obviously,
Yeah.
as horse capital of the world.
Yes.
We want to retain that. We want beautiful farms, but we want to be successful and have enough jobs and good business for people so they can afford horses, right?
Exactly. So yeah, and that's you want to make sure that we have the job growth. You want to see giving people the ability to be able to work, play, live here,
right?
In all those, and whether they are full-time into the equine industry or it's a fun hobby, something they enjoy doing, making sure that they have the jobs to be able to do that. Like you said, be able to afford that, to be able to afford that world. And so it's making sure that that balance is there and having those jobs, and that's what's important about the job growth, and then what's important about making sure that we are taking care of and growing our equine industry both, so those can work together.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're so excited to have you on board. Thrilled to have your enthusiasm about the horse world, wanting to see us move this forward, continuing with our hobby horse equestrian games.
I can't wait to see that.
Parade. Oh, it's so much fun. We're going to get you on a stick horse, I promise.
We'll see that.
The All-Breed Parade, and of course the wonderful Equine Industry Expo, and upcoming coloring book visits to the schools with horses, with Marion County Public Schools, and all the amazing things that we're continuing to do within our beautiful community, keeping the equine industry really, really healthy, and as you said, moving forward.
Yeah, well, and I appreciate the time, but I also appreciate you teaching me what I don't know too, as I get to learn, and so I can't wait to dive even deeper.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Matt McCormick, CEO of the Ocala Metro Chamber and Economic Partnership, talking about our incredibly successful, wonderful Equine Initiative program presented by Piranha Animal Health. Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show, and also for the Chamber's Equine Initiative, the only one of its type in the world.
The Ocala Metro Chamber and Economic Partnership is the only chamber that we know of in the world that has an equine initiative, and we think that's pretty special. We have
Who's in charge of that?
Well, me.
Okay.
And in charge of multiple other things here, advocating, connecting and educating people in the horse world, and events that help to educate the non-horse world about horses and sports and breeds and disciplines and all the other things. And then a partnership with Marion County Public Schools here in the horse capital of the world to help educate children and the next generation on all of the wonderful things that we have and opportunities that there are in careers. And our latest project is the What Would You Like to Be When You Grow Up? Equine Industry Jobs colouring book that is currently at First Impressions Printing, and we are printing 20,000 of these to be delivered in the next few weeks to all of our elementary schools through second grade, pre-K through second grade, and we're going to have a competition in each grade in each school, and then an overall grand champion. So we are looking for wonderful prizes for those children, and each page depicts a job that connects to the equine world that's very important. We're very thankful to all of our sponsors who got involved to help this happen, and we're excited to get this colouring book out and distributed. So if you're not a partner at ocalacep.com, you should definitely become one so you can come to our equine events and meetings and learn more about the horse world. Got to wrap up this segment, coming back with the last one for the show for this week. Stay with us. Ocala Dog Ranch is the exclusive dog boarding facility to the Horse Talk Show.
At Palm Chevrolet in Ocala, our customers say it best.
Oh, the prices were great. They were actually unbeatable.
Thanks, Miss Delara. At Palm Chevy, we do our best to give you our best price and payment without the games. And our entire team is committed to making your experience in sales or service pleasant and hassle-free.
It's been a pleasure doing business around here.
Thanks, Mr. Hars, and we think you'll agree. Visit us today at Palm Chevrolet, Southwest College Road in Ocala, or at palmchevrolet.com. Find new roads.
World-class equine rehab promoting faster recovery is available at the Equine Performance Centre Ocala. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy, an underwater treadmill, a saltwater spa, an aquapacer, MagnaWave, a vibration plate, swimming pool, massage and laser therapies. With post-surgical care, memberships, packages and BOGOs, EPC delivers a rejuvenated horse through proven and innovative rehab. Like Equine Performance Centre now on Facebook and find them on the web at epcrehab.com.
DNA D&N Equine Recovery is owned and operated by avid horsemen. With over 75 years of experience in the equine industry, D&N Equine Recovery provides the only whole horse crematorium in the greater Levy-Marion County area, serving all of North Central Florida. All staff are dedicated to demonstrating the utmost respect throughout this emotionally delicate process, providing compassionate and timely service when it matters to horse owners the most. For more information, go to dnequinerecoveryllc.com.
It's time to fight back against summer sores with Kaywell's Red Repel, healing and soothing, a lava-slaying ointment of justice, powered by zinc and nature's sass. Safe for all horses, even drama queens, gentle enough for the face. Your horse deserves skincare too, long-lasting and non-toxic. A bonus, buy a copper curry brush or Red Repel and receive a free in-store Kaywell sample of your choice in Ocala at Seminole Feed Stores, TD Distributors and OBS. Discover more at kaywellusa.com. Kaywell, strength by nature.
Back on the final segment of the Horse Talk Show for this week, presented by Palm Chevrolet.
Your hometown Chevy experience.
Thank you to Larson Farms. They're our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
And we're going to Dancing Pete's Complimentary Horsemanship Tip of the Week.
Dancing Pete's Tip of the Week, brought to you by Complimentary Horsemanship.
That's you dancing.
That's me dancing. The tip of the week this week is be particular, but don't be critical. So you can be particular about where your horse is going to go or what maneuver you're doing, but don't be critical. Don't put too much pressure on them when they don't do it just the way you want it. But be particular. I'm not saying let them do whatever, but don't get on to them too hard if they make mistakes, because you're making mistakes all the time. So that's
excellent
my tip.
Now, this is where we usually say if you have a horse, you have at least one dog. And Neil from Ocala Dog Ranch joins us. We don't have a tip from Neil this week, but I do have a big shout out for Ocala Dog Ranch for boarding, daycare, dog sports of all sorts, dock diving, training, anything for your dog. And Ocala Dog Ranch can help you out. So check them out at ocaladogranch.com. And we've all been absolutely delighted with any services that Ocala Dog Ranch has provided for us. And since I'm going on the cattle drive at the end of the month, guess where my dogs will be? And I'm very excited that we have partnered with the cattle drive to bring you lots and lots of really, really exciting, probably somewhat candid views of the tent life and the being on the road and going about 80 miles in about 5 or 6 days on a horse and driving cattle. And I think it's going to be just quite an amazing experience. It's something I've actually always wanted to do. I always thought it would be somewhere out west that I would do that, but doing it right here in Florida and really keeping a tradition and a legacy alive. So I think that is really exciting stuff. So we have some events and things to mention that we need to get to, and one thing, doesn't everybody love being appreciated? Like how much, right? So if you're in Ocala or you're nearby Ocala on January 17th between 8 and 1 p.m. on Highway 40, TT Distributors, Horse and Farrier Supplies are having their customer appreciation, and it's
come join us.
Yes, it's going to be 10% off store wide. They have raffles, they have vendors there to help you learn about the products, and it's just a good time. Now, I know a lot of you know TT Distributors has a website. The sale is not on the website. It is in-store only at 7150 West Highway 40, Ocala. So make sure on the 17th. And if you're listening on 97.3 The Sky on Saturday morning,
you still have time.
You still can get there. That's right. So
till
pop down.
Right?
Till 1 o'clock. Correct. Another great shout out to the Great Florida Cattle Drive, January 26th to 31st. You have actually missed the deadline to sign up. But we will be sharing these great adventures with you, and I'm very excited because my Misty Morning Hounds friends have signed up to come too. So we'll be the fun group. We'll be the fun group. We'll be covering all of this for you. I'm very, very excited to do it. And you can check out greatfloridacattledrive.com for more information about them. And hopefully you'll be able to get on board for the next one. And we mentioned this earlier, February 1st, Abby Slavin and I will be at the Hunter Pace And we'll be going out at Misty Morning Hounds on the pace. And it is, as I said earlier, an absolutely phenomenal opportunity. Any breed, any discipline, young children even come out on these with their families. People pony younger horses who haven't done it before. You can do flat or over the jumps. We did 6 miles at the last one, and it's the most beautiful property that I've ever ridden on since I lived in America. So 530 acres of beautiful property. Jumps are optional. You don't have to jump if you don't want to, but there's lots of great little things you can hop over. Wonderful experience for your horses. And if you're actually looking to do one of the drag hunts, this is a way of doing it without the hounds, so that your horse can come out and have that experience, and then maybe you'll feel like trying a hunt, which are great fun too. So we've been talking about customers being appreciated.
Woohoo! Larson Hay.
Larson Hay, customer appreciation, and I think that they picked a wonderful combination of dates, because they picked February 13th and 14th. And February 14th...
What is February 14th?
It's the day that girls like us don't want flowers, we don't want chocolates, and we don't want dinner. We just want hay.
Sounds good to me.
I know, doesn't it? Wouldn't you just like a bale of hay with a bow on top? Nice big one, or maybe 10? So
10?
10 bales of hay would be
Stop
really,
the bar.
really nice. I know, right? All you need to do is deliver it with a red bow on top, Pete.
Girls are not that complicated, okay? They say
We're not
complicated, but
complicated.
it's not that hard.
No, it's not that hard.
Just make sure you get the right hay.
Just get the right hay. That's the
Well,
only.
you know, you could, yeah, that's true. Just find out what you need to get, or you can get a variety.
I'll text you.
Jenna's going to text you. So, a great way to be appreciated. Children's Charity Classic is coming up at HITS. I've got the Queen of HITS with me, Abby Slavin. Friday, February 20th. This is a United Way event. This is fantastic. Abby, you probably remember this from last year.
Yes, we're sponsoring it this year for golf carts as well, so we'll be there.
JB Golf Carts.
Yes,
Spot
it'll be
on.
a great event to go out to.
Yes.
Absolutely.
How many
Fantastic.
different charities is it?
Oh gosh, it's a good
it
question.
10?
I think 10. It was 10 last year, I
Yeah.
think. And the charities and the way that they match you up with a character and have the professional rider and then the not.
Yes.
It's so amazing. I mean, what an incredible experience to have if you haven't been to horse shows in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
So
great
come
place
out
to go.
and join us.
Call it the Horseman's Show out there, don't they? Isn't that right?
February 20th at HITS.
At HITS. So definitely check that one out. And United Way is a phenomenal organization in the Ocala, Marion County area. So definitely worth checking that out. The Fur Ball is coming up. That's the 10th annual Boots, Black Tie and Best Friends. And that is Friday, February 27th to benefit Vocal. That is Voice of Change Animal League. I have a wonderful dog that came from Vocal. Love them. They are a wonderful organization. They actually have dogs and cats that they rescue and find homes for, and they are phenomenal. So if you have not got your tickets yet to the Fur Ball, you must get them. Pete, what you got going on?
March 28th, 29th at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion in Ocala, Florida, the Horseman Symposium. These are like-minded professionals to give you their take on horsemanship. We have Linda Pirelli, Ryan Rose, Dr. Emily Rose, Jake Birnbaum, Louis Lucio.
And guess who?
Guess who?
Dancing Pete Roder.
Dancing Pete Roder. We'll be doing demos, talks, and hanging out with the audience. It'll be a tight-knit where you'll get to really talk to the people of the professionals.
So get that on your calendar, even if you're not in Ocala. It's worth getting here. And booking that March 28th and 29th.
And if you're a CEP member, it's half price.
Even better. Presented by Piranha, Animal Health, High Bricks, Brave Horse, The Horse Talk Show, and I think Pat Myers Electric. If I'm not
going to be
Pat Myers Electric. So thank you to the sponsors making
thanks,
that
Pat.
possible. Did you know that yet, Pat?
Yeah.
So there's lots coming up, as there always is here in the horse capital of the world. I want to thank Abby and Jenna for being here with us. Brian Weidemiller also, Wide Automotive Repair. Check them out for more information. The Green Pharmacist CBD is not just made in the USA, it's made in Ocala in a licensed lab.
GREENE, the Green Pharmacist.
We're a unique, tough breed. We work long, hard hours making sure your horses are healthy and properly shod because, well, we farriers know horses perform better when they're properly shod and healthy. You want quality horse products, supplements, and farrier supplies at affordable prices, and you won't settle for anything less.
TT Distributors is dedicated to quality horse products, supplements, and farrier supplies at affordable prices. Racehorse or a pasture pony, TT Distributors has what you need. 7715 West Highway 40, Ocala.
So if you're not on your way to 7715 West Highway 40 to visit TT Distributors, you are definitely missing out. This is your last reminder, listening on 97.3 The Sky this morning and Odyssey.com, to head that way if you're in the Ocala, Marion County area. TT Distributors are going to be appreciating their customers from 8 to 1 today. That is 10% off store-wide and lots of other goodies. So get down there and be appreciated. Whether you're in Ocala, Marion County, the horse capital of the world,
or not,
happy horsing around till the same time next week.
We'll see ya.